Right then guys, so I'm going to do a video now on a simple case. I've just finished, well yesterday, I rolled 9 kilo off for someone, so I'm just finishing up. Now I wanted a kilo of paste, but the bait was, I think the bait was about 150 gram under 9 kilo. So I've done him a little bit of extra paste. What I've done him, and the paste is absolutely lovely. This is it. It's come out. It's beautiful. It's a brown colour, and it's got preserving there to preserve it. But you will have to keep it in a fridge. You always want to do that with paste. I do anyway. But what I've done is, I've actually rolled what was left up into baits. These are what are coming to water meadows with me, so thank you for saying that. The dog tutti fruitis, I forgot all about them. Absolutely love them. Dog tuttis, mint bait, absolutely mint. A kind of they've been steamed as well. They've not been anything else other than steamed. Now we need a preserve in this, because obviously it's going to be a he didn't want to be keeping it he didn't want to be keeping it in the freezer. So I don't know. I would personally, if it were me, I would always have a paste in freezer. I've actually cut it into segments as well. I've done half a kilo of paste in the pretty much shape of a smile, but I've cut it into segments. So if you did put it in freezer, all it's got to do is take it out and just hit it with, if it hits it with the underside of a knife, it'll crack just enough off for that day. So that's another little tip there for you. Right, so where we're at now with this is, we've got 3 eggs in there and some red colouring. Now those 3 eggs will do half a kilo of paste. 6 eggs, a kilo, roundabouts. But that's with my base mix. My base mix has got a lot of stuff in it, so it makes it heavier. If you were doing it with a mix of semolina and soya flour, say 750 gram of maize flour, fine. 250 gram of semolina, fine. And then a few little additives after you've mixed them two together. That's 750 at maize flour and then 250 at soya flour. Mix them together in a bag, so they're well mixed. And then add something like some coconut flour to it, or just desiccated coconut, but not really in winter because it contains a lot of oil. Does desiccated coconut, so coconut flour. There's a lot of these Muslim shops, Pakistani shops, that are what do Muslim food, and honestly, and Chinese ones, I love them. I absolutely love them. Spend hours in them, me. To the point that, but last time I went down there, Boyle said to me, "You spend a lot of time in this shop." I says, "I know." He says, "What do you like? Do you like our food?" And I went, "No." I says, I love Indian food and Pakistani food. Yeah, I love curry. I says, but I use it more for bait. You're a bait? I said, yeah, bait. I says, fishing. What for? Fish you can eat? No. Carp. What do you do with them? So now we start putting back, man, of course, and it looks like we've gone out. We start red into that. Now that's the colour we've got, a nice bright coloured paste. So now we're back to that. Now, the thing we're going to do now is, this is my own pineapple concentrated flavouring. Now I've got a few more of these. I've got a few more coming. They've not come yet, but I've got a few more coming of them. Tiger nut, loads, quite a few different flavours. So I've got quite a few coming of it. So we're gonna go now with 3 eggs. So with that 3 eggs now, we go with 1 second, guys. With that, with 3 eggs, because this is highly concentrated, we need around about 6 mil. 6 mil. It's going to give a really strong smelling paste, probably stronger than you're going to get from most pop-ups that are out there. That's the pineapple flavouring, by the way, that I sell as well. Well, the pineapple flavouring that I do. And I love it. It's more subtle than mainlines. I really do like it. And then to that we add round about, I can pretty much do it by eye, but 3 mil of sweetened. You've got to use an intense sweetener on it. It's ridiculous. Some people using just flavours. One of the guys who after the fishing week not long back were telling me that one of the lads with Fishers Week were using a pop-up without an intense sweetener on it. Now we're catching on it, fair play, we're catching on it, but fucking Jesus Christ, that ain't gonna last for long. Don't get me wrong, I've done all them mistakes myself. Look at these. They look mint, absolutely. Look at them. Fucking right, babe. They are 110% getting done for clear water. Definitely. Dark tuttis. I'm loving them. Really am loving them. I used to do them a long time ago, but with that base mix, they've come out really, really nice. Sorry guys, twisting around. They've come out really nice, so they're definitely getting if I want to go down there anyway. I need to sort that bit of growing out as well. Right, so the next step now is, bung them on top of there, is to add as base mix. Now this is a new base mix from me, by the way. It's based around winter really. It's, if you look at my other base mix I did not long back, you will see that it is, if you've got a keen eye, you will see there's quite a lot of subtle changes in there. I've removed a hell of a lot of the oily stuff, the hemp and other shit that's got a lot of right. And then we'll make your bake off as well. So to that now, we're going to add to the 3 eggs and the flavour, we're going to add an each spoonful. I've also forgot something, and that is a dash of oil. You don't add oil to paste. To anything that to do with, then it's oh, that's, you can't not eat that, I am. Shit, that's nice. So then to that we add another, it's going to come out like an orangey pink colour this. Right, we need a nib. So we're going to put another 2 heaped spoonfuls of my base mix in. And then we're going to slowly just combine that. And now we're at this stage. Nah, a stodgy mess. We love a stodgy mess. It's almost going to come out like a washed out pink. Now this base mix, it must have something, an additive in it, which I think I know what it is. It's an additive that I've added to it that is making the mixes come out darker. So even if I had a lot of red, they come out slightly darker. Now I know what it is, what's in there, and it's the fish meal that's in there. It's fish meal powder, but fish meal powder without any oil content, not elaborate kind. The other kind. It's sending the base mixes darker. Now we're not bothered about that. It's all about that taste and smell with it. Now, guy that's ordered these has also ordered the, I don't know if you saw the link I put on earlier. But he's ordered. Now they're the ones I've just done from the extra paste. I've made him some paste. He wanted some paste making, so I made him some paste, and that's what were left. Now these are they've been treated. They've been treated. So the shelf, only basic shelf life anyway. But what I'm saying is these have got extra security in them. They are definitely, they are never going to go off. They've got extra stuff in here to stop them going off. Now these are the other videos. I've already done an uplink of these, but I've just put this on as well. Now these ones are the toffee apple. Now they're really nice bit. They do really well on them. And then the bottom ones underneath the pineapple and butyric acid. So we're nearly there. Order, to be fair, we're nearly there. Not far off. It's a lot of bit. I don't know where it's going. Or if when it's full. If it's for next year, then I would have personally avoided it in smaller things, but there's no reason why you can't have it around, you know what I mean? I would get into, if it's fishing treated, which I think he is, I would definitely get into pre-baiting. He's got the date to do it now, you know what I mean? It's just something I want to do, guys. I just want to just shake these off a minute. I just want that little last bit up. That's it. I just want that last little bit of ice. So you see, even though they're a shelf life bait, I still freeze them. If you freeze them off, it locks that. When you're freezing them, you're locking freshness in. It's simple as you're locking freshness in, unless you're using them straight away. And then I'd always advise freezing them. Just it gives you a far better bit. Now we're at this stage. Now we're at that stage.